Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included. In the previous episode we finally finished the automation for the meteor collection and from what I could observe it is actually working. I received a lot of comments that one of the auto sweepers isn't placed correctly at this one here, so this is gonna grab from the regolith that's dropping down here and putting it back into the automatic dispenser. Of course that is nonsense. This one here is fine and this one here is fine as well. So it's just this one here that is going to be acting up. The way we're gonna fix this, and that is something I just didn't think of, is we can move this one over. Let's go ahead and do this right away. Actually gotta make sure that the two lower wires are made out of iron. And then what we can do is actually give these guys some priority. So if we move this one over, then it's still gonna reach this guy, but it also is going to reach this dispenser. The way we can solve that is with priorities. So essentially this one here should have the highest priority. We're gonna go with priority 4, then this one is gonna be priority 3, this one here is gonna be priority 2, and then priority 1. Another thing we want to change is we want to switch them to sweep only, otherwise the duplicants are going to bring the materials to them, and of course we don't want that. In the previous episode I also forgot one airflow tile that I now finally placed. Now I just saw on the Steam store page that the Spaced Out DLC is coming out on December the 8th. So that is probably going to be the point in time where we wrap up this series and start a new one with the DLC. Hold the phone. Now for some reason the auto sweeper stopped working completely. How is that a thing? Anyways, we should go ahead and deconstruct our dispensers anyways, because they don't seem to have an overheat temperature. For some reason I thought they did, so what we can do is build them out of iron, it seems. Okay, now I'm extremely confused, I have to admit. Even if I put this to priority 9 and... okay. So the sweep only is a problem. Oh no. Yeah, we cannot set it to sweep only, so I'm hoping with the low priority this is gonna work out much better now. Wonderful, everything is working again. Hopefully my duplicants are not gonna spend too much time bringing materials here, but I think they won't. The priority 4 is the highest we have at the moment, so most of the time they will have something else to do before they get to that. Another error I discovered is certain cables here on the top, of course we also have to replace with iron. But yeah, I guess we did have some hiccups with this. So essentially my goal to wrap up this series, I mean there was still a lot we could have potentially done, but I really want to get into the Spaced Out DLC as soon as possible. I did register for the beta testing, however, I just received access today. And I'm probably going to spend my time preparing a little bit for the new series. I'm also going to provide the save game for this, at least as soon as I consider this a stable world. I feel like at the moment I don't have to intervene that often. What is going wrong here? Body temp... Wait. Of course, my cool slush geyser actually went dormant. Okay, so that makes sense. But we do have a lot of backup food, I feel like. So we should still be good on that end. So yeah, what I wanted to say is the world might in the end feel a little bit uncompleted because, well, there's still a lot of potential as I said, but I hope you're with me when we actually decide to dive into the new DLC. I actually cannot wait, and I also want a fresh start slowly but surely. We've been hanging out in this world for a long time, and it might be time to move on to experience something fresh. Anyways, before we do something else, I actually would like to fuel up my rockets one more time. I mean, why the heck not? I have all of this ready and we could certainly use a couple more materials. So in this case, we're gonna roll in some oxygen. I should still have this set to the amount we required in order to get to the awesome planet and collect some more materials for our cargo. We should also be ready to fill up some more of the hydrogen, that's for sure. Yes, absolutely beautiful. It just feels right at this point. Wonderful. Seems we have filled up the rocket. Let's go ahead and assign an astronaut. Bubbles, you're gonna be the lucky one again. We then want to go ahead and open up the bunker doors for the left silo. Hold the phone. Is she already on board? I think she is. So let's disable the gantry. Head into the star map and see what we can do. This rocket is ready for launch. What is this planet gonna give us again? Isoresin and niobium. Love it, love it. Launch the mission. Let's not hesitate any longer. Bubbles, blast off. Hooray! Wonderful. We're also gonna do another launch with our rocket right here. For the time being, I might want to disable this connection here so we don't waste too much oxygen since this cannot flow back. Enable you, and we're gonna fill up this rocket here as well. How much do you actually need? Only 1,300 kilograms. Oh crap, this was actually already ready. Oh no, I just messed things up here. So I guess all we really had to do was assign an astronaut. Let's do this. And we're also gonna open up these bunker gates. Okay, star map. Let's see where this rocket can go. Wait, we haven't selected a destination. I think it was Petroleum 1. No. It was Petroleum 2. There we go. And we can go to this carbon asteroid getting some more fullerene. Sure. Max, have some fun. Yes, buddy. Go. Good, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Let's just reconnect this so at least we can save the liquid oxygen that is already in the pipes. Okay, at this point it's basically a waiting game in order to see what doesn't work in my base properly. And I just want to let you know, don't worry about the things we haven't accomplished in this series, because I've learned so much during these episodes. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to a similar stage much quicker, but we can also enjoy the new features of the DLC. I wasn't expecting it to come out that soon, but honestly I cannot wait to play it. And it's also gonna be refreshing to play without mods, because I believe in the beginning there are gonna be no mods for this. But yeah, in any case, let me know what you think. Would it be okay to abandon this world for the sake of playing the spaced out DLC? While we wait, I think I'm also gonna focus on collecting some more materials, so we're gonna mop things up and get those materials back into my base. Oh, looks like one... Whoa! Why did you not work? That is mighty annoying. That is so weird. This door should have opened, but there we go. My bunker doors are gone. Yeah, there's one set to Petroleum 1. Why didn't you send out a green signal, you little booger? Well, I guess we can live with it. Let's not worry about it too much. We got the materials and we also have enough steel. Our biggest problem at the moment is dependent on dormant geysers and vents. The polluted water vent has its next activity in about 11 cycles. And that is the biggest reason why my reed fiber at the moment isn't doing what it's supposed to do. I actually have lots of good ideas on how to improve my systems for the next world. We are actually still dealing with more problems in terms of performance than I anticipated. What's going on? Oh, that is mighty interesting. Holy cow, look at this. This actually solidified here. We have some refined carbon that decided to become solid on the rails. I guess that would be another thing we can avoid in the next series. But man, I'm looking really forward to multiple asteroids I can work with my bases and have them focus on different things. I think that has awesome potential. So yeah, the new DLC is essentially the only thing that makes me want to abandon this world before it is finished. And maybe a little bit the performance. I think we can do a better job on the next series as well, keeping in mind how performance is affected. Right now I have a little bit of an issue here. This is not hot enough and, well, let's up the priority here, at least for the steel production. But yeah, I think we have to lower this number. As soon as we are above 10 kilograms, I want to start pumping out the water. Because the steam is now trapped below the water layer, which is absolutely not what I want. Oh man, this is really bad. I'm guessing it is because I'm using my petroleum generators at the moment. They are producing more polluted water, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, we reached the temperature again, which means the steam can now go up again. Ah, this is good. The steam actually does look really good at the moment. This is a much better distribution in my opinion. And then as soon as we have this guy actually getting active in 10 cycles, we should be doing better with our reed fiber again. And also we should be doing better with our sleet wheat farm once this is being activated in 1.4 cycles. When those two vents are actually active, we shouldn't have any more troubles and we can just leave the base running. That's at least what I'm assuming. Well, at some point we might actually have an overheat problem with the old base structure since I don't really take care of balancing the heat at this point. I'm also still doing my daisy chain here on the left side, and what I'm gonna do is just drop down the items all the way down this shaft, and it's gonna drop to, let me see, it's gonna drop even further down to this point where we will be able to collect it conveniently because of the transit tube. The petroleum generator still seems to be doing its thing. I'm actually surprised this never broke down, but here we are hundreds of cycles later. My water collection is definitely accumulating. We are now having about 15,000 kilograms of water in each tile. And right here, of course, we still have a ridiculous amount, sometimes over 1 million kilograms. Look at the slicksters, it's crazy. They just keep on producing more eggs. This design is actually more efficient than I anticipated. It's just the darn heat. We cannot keep up with the heat. This is a problem I've never experienced. Maybe the next time I'm building an industrial sauna, I'm also gonna introduce some thermal heat in order to make this work. And you know, at this point, I think I'm gonna enable all the steam turbines here at the bottom. Most of them do not work to their maximum capacity anymore. And that is because we are slowly dropping below like 400 degrees with this igneous rock. And we just cannot transfer the heat as efficiently anymore. There we go. The cool slush geyser actually turned on again, which means we are slowly but surely gonna cool this down again since the cooling loop is active now. And therefore the Sleetweed farm is gonna kick in again. Yeah, I have to admit, I feel pretty secure at this point. The only thing, as mentioned before, is most of this stuff is probably going to overheat, especially like the rock crusher. Maybe the exosuit forge could be a problem, and of course the entire cooking station. I should have moved that quite a few episodes ago. However, my enthusiasm to dive into the spaced out DLC is much greater. But I will definitely have a look at the comments you post on this video in order to determine if there is something else we should still take care of, maybe in a 50th episode to wrap everything up. Just let me know how you feel about the topic. Alright, I've now had several things overheating at this point. I believe maybe it's not the wisest decision to get rid of the entirety of the gases that quickly. So if I were to stay in this world, that would definitely be something to take care of. Also, there is a building broken. Yeah, I've had this problem for a long time. Namely the problem of having the steam in these gas pipes. I still don't know why I'm getting so much steam in this room. It feels like that should be impossible. But it does happen, and there we go, we now get all of the cold damage, which of course is not a very good thing. So that would also definitely be another thing that I would like to change. Also this water, I'm not sure how this always gets in there. I mean, maybe the pipes break at some point, but I've never seen broken pipes, I have to admit. There we go, Sleetweed farm is growing again, that is good. What I had overheating right now was this liquid filter, so I exchanged it with a steel version. However, we might just not have enough atmosphere in order to cool things down. So I believe at this point it's time to prevent more gases from escaping. So all of this I believe we can exchange again with normal insulated tiles, so no air can escape. So yeah, maybe it wasn't the wisest decision to let that happen in the first place. But other than that, I have to admit we're doing really well. The only thing I still have to take care of is that we actually produce steel as much as possible. Oh my gosh, I cannot produce any more steel because we're missing the lime. Why are we not focusing on that? Yeah, I need to put this up to priority 8. That is another thing I want to get under control. What I'm not making use of enough is the low priorities actually. It's like always 5 or more in terms of priorities that I'm using, but we should also make use of the lower priorities. By now I have so many machines with a really high priority. Well, actually the cooking station should have a really high priority. I mean, right now we're running low on food again. What is actually happening with my mushrooms? Yeah, those actually also run out of air very soon. I mean, every time someone exits here, we are actually wasting a little bit of carbon dioxide. I think I'm gonna make this a triple door. And this way we will be losing much fewer gases. Looks like we're done collecting materials here as well, so we can get rid of our auto sweeper setup. Another thing I would like to solve differently in the future is having a sterile atmosphere for my food. At the moment this is not working out the way I want it to. Every time I have something rotten in here, we are also getting the polluted air, which naturally is causing a couple of issues. Yeah, really looking forward to a fresh start and the chance to make things even better. Though I'm now really happy with my natural gas generation. 219 kilograms in this room. This is absolutely perfect. Yeah, the longer I observe everything, the more I believe we could just leave this running at this point and nothing would happen. Let me actually get rid of these critters here. I want to kill all of you and then we're gonna do some material collection. And I guess we can, you know, start to clean up a few more things. Like, we don't technically need this assembly anymore, right? Where is this going? Yeah, this is leading nowhere. Let's go ahead and get rid of this piping system right here. We're also gonna get rid of the blocks we don't need, mine this up. We don't need the pipes right here. Actually, I want to keep the ladders if possible. And we don't need the transit tubes anymore. Wonderful, another corner cleaned up. We can collect the materials and maybe mop something up. Looks like we need another 2.5 cycles to get more polluted water in the joint, and then finally my reed fiber is gonna be growing again. But dude, these plants, they need a lot of polluted water. It's kind of crazy. I feel like the more items we collect, the smoother it goes. It really feels like it, but maybe I'm just imagining things. Another thing we could clean up a little bit are the pipes right here. We can get rid of those and those and those and those. Another room we can completely get rid of is this one here. How cold is this? I've never been able to get below the minus 40 degrees range, which is kind of weird. And look at this piece of sleet wheat. Kind of crazy that this survived here. There goes my cold hydrogen. Oh yeah, distribute. Oh, we got somebody no, Turner, come on. Are you freaking serious? Can you get out of there now? How do you guys always manage to be this stupid? No, Hassan. Okay, well, at least he got popped out there. For a second I was worried. Alright then, is there anything else we don't need? We don't need the oxalite refinery at this point, right? Can we just get rid of everything here at least? And then I guess we could make this a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and disassemble this first. Can somebody please take care of it? Thank you. Oh no! How do you always manage to mess up? But I guess, yeah, there we go. He's actually dropping down. No worries. Okay, let's go ahead and connect this. And that means we can get rid of that. But this thing takes a really long time to disassemble, especially considering Otto's building and deconstructing skill is quite high. Okay, also took apart this corner. We didn't need that anymore. And now I believe we were about to attack those slicksters. Is this actually a priority 9? Otherwise, nobody is really attacking you. Wait, I can't even see it. I have to make sure we have a priority to kill these guys. And I guess after that we can also go ahead and grab all the materials and we're gonna clean things up a little bit. As a matter of fact, we can probably get rid of all the tiles right there. Ellie, did you get yourself trapped again? No, you actually have an exit there. Okay, cool. Well, once again, let me know what you still want to see in this world in order to consider it more wrapped up. Feel free to suggest whatever you like, or let me know if you want me to wrap this up immediately and go to the spaced out DLC next. But I guess with that out of the way, we are gonna wrap it up for today at least. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.